my side. I make my own clouds, fueled by my pride. The ship falls away, and night turns to day. Remember why? Fire consumes, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. Jag kan inte.
Spic Span Show!
There it is. All right. Yeah. Welcome. Okay, was that a seamless entry? I think it was.
Pretty late today, but
We are 4 minutes late, but that's because we have, as always,
a lot of good stuff.
a lot of good stuff for you guys. A lot of good stuff for you guys today. You know, I don't think we're going to have a guest, but we still might. Never know if there's a phone a friend at the end, but what we did is we decided to bolster it up a little bit with some other cool things.
Yes.
Giveaways, announcements. Let's move this thing down.
I was actually panicking for the last 45 minutes to try to bring something really cool to you guys today, and I didn't want to force it and then end up like 2 shows ago when I dealt with like a week-long complex issue. So I decided we still have something cool for you, but it's just
we do
completely
ready.
yes.
But
Which
if we
is
had
probably
focused the energy that we put in the last 45 minutes over the course of the last 7 days, dude, we would be on the moon right now. I think. So anyway, like I said, welcome to the Spick Span Show, episode number 58. We're rolling strong. World Cup fever is here. I just put that in there because sometimes we talk about what we're going to talk about, the title and things like that. But like oftentimes I'm making it and I go, dude, I cannot wait to start practicing for World Cup. Like, like I'm just frothing right now. And guys commenting on the shirt, thank you. This is a dope shirt. This is courtesy of David Rome.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
Dave's the man. He's like, what shirt did you like the most? And I was like, the one that has all the different patterns on it. And the thing is like, that's for sure. I figured what you'd like the most. There's actually 2 more shirts.
There's one on you.
So this is actually this one was donated to the show as well from another winner. This one's really cool.
I love that one.
So tie-dye's in right now.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
You were wearing that Astra shirt the other day.
Yeah.
I think you were trying to make a tie-dye shirt also, and then I got this one. This was donated. It came in from wait a minute, who sent this one in? Was it Tim? No. Well, someone sent this in, and this is actually going to be given away. Oh, this is from Jackson. Jackson sent this one in.
Yeah, that thing's rad.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy. This long head coming out.
It's got that like vintage rock tee
Yeah.
style shirt. That's like one of my favorite designs I've seen yet. I think that one's awesome.
Yeah, so this one's cool. And this is actually going to go into that pile of stuff with the Oliver Lang signed medal, a handful of other little things that we're going to be giving away. I think Patch Vincent donated a, what is it, the button down. Mm-hmm. Sorry, the button up. I'm the one that always gives people crap about button up and button down. Does anybody know the difference between a button up and a button down? You do, because I've given you crap about it. Mm-hmm. there's a difference. And I always have to correct my buddy Mark DeRosa also, because he always calls it a button down when it's in fact a button up. But there is a button down. Does anybody know what it is? Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, so we have a big giveaway that we're gonna do for charity, a charity raffle donation, courtesy of you guys being so awesome and very eager to help donate and help do things for good people. So we are going to be adding this to the pile. We're going to raise money. We're going to put it up on the Hormesis website at the end of the month. So it'll be a November kind of raffle auction, not auction, it'll be raffle because you can buy a raffle ticket. And I'm just loading up on prizes. And I'm going to try to get as much stuff for you guys to give away. And then we're going to donate all the loot to actually probably more than one charity, because I know that a couple of you guys, when you send something in, you're like, hey, I'd like it to go to this or I'd like it to go to that. And yeah, you guys are the boss. So we'll split it up and add it to the pile of loot that the Spic and Span Show has earned and raised for charity. Oh yeah, and we also have those i3 goggles that are still in the box. Those things are like...
Oh yeah,
Those are, that's like, remember the Legend of Zelda game that just sold on auction? That was like someone found it. It was like the original Nintendo Gold version one of it. It's still in the package. Someone sold it for like $800,000 at a thing. Yeah, so that's going to be these IR3 goggles. Or the i3.
Yeah.
i3 or the IR3? IR3 was an
i3.
IR3 was the Angel.
Yeah.
So i3 goggles, whatever. those are from Kevin
I love
Glasgow.
how Short made those yellow ones like super famous.
Yeah.
The yellow frame ones.
Those ones
If
are
you got
cool
one
also.
of those, yeah,
you do?
No, I said if you got one of those.
I wouldn't be surprised if under that pile, I swear I moved something and I saw a pair of old eye goggles under there.
Really?
Yeah, the wood frame ones. Those aren't old though, are they?
No, the i4s.
The
The ones that
i4s.
I liked?
I don't know. Not the bubble ones.
Yeah, the i4. It was the
That
i4.
who were Paxson wore those all the time. Like the original. Wait, no, but these
Those
are the
are
original.
i3.
How many eyes have they been?
There's just i3, i4, and i5.
Okay.
But i3 is the ones that has like the
The
honeycomb.
very first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, sorry, I'm not as in it with the dye product line.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. So also on today's show, we've got a couple of other things. We've been working at the merch. I think I titled this one the merch schlep. The schlep where you have to like carry everything around. I was talking to James from Island Designs the other day, and he's like, "Do you want me to make you guys some Spick and Span stuff? Like, and you guys can bring it to World Cup?" And I go, "Oof, kinda, but it's like that extra duffel bag that you got to carry, and then you like, when Tyler and Marcelo would like set up the PTG like little booth thing, it's like raining outside. They're like folding out shirts, like when you used to work at Nordstrom, like people like grab something that doesn't want to put it back down. It's like go over there and you have to fix it. I don't want to do that.
It's a lot of work.
I was just at Costco today and I did that like 6 times. I felt so guilty because I didn't fold it properly to put it back on the shelf. Yeah. And then the person has to come over and then do it again. So that's the merch schlep. Slugging a 20-pound bag of shirts around. But we are going to have some Spick and Span merchandise available at World Cup, probably at the Field 1 booth. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to let you guys be the judge on which shirt design we should pick. So I've got a handful of designs that Dave Rome whipped up in what seemed like seconds. He's a magician with computers. I think just in general. In artistry. So shout out to David Rome. You've got I've got an array of shirts and designs for you guys to pick from, and I believe we'll pick a winner and even just have James from Island Design print one out for him and ship it to him, and so we can see how that process works.
Like that.
And you guys can tell us which one you like. We'll give you one. And then let's see, what else did I have on the agenda? Oh yeah, and then also we have mega support status members. As you guys saw on my Instagram today, and if you were able to see like a wide angle view of what the living room looks like, we've got about a lot of packages stuffed with Field 1 microfibers, Dynasty Field 1 barrel condoms, and your posters. Also a David Rome design, and those are going to be shipped out to you guys. So big shout out to James from Island Designs and David Rome and everybody here who is a member. So now I'm out of breath. What else is going on?
Just working on this.
On the side, the project. The project.
I don't know if we want to wait to.
We'll wait. We're gonna give everybody a little wait right there. Also, just in the tune of World Cup prep. I think I shared with everybody before, but it was kind of news to some of the guys on my team. But once I turned like mid-30s, I think I stopped drinking as much as I was when I was in my 20s. But I don't drink very much as it is. However, leading up to World Cup, so basically starting Sunday, Monday of this week, the 2 weeks leading up to World Cup, I stopped drinking completely, and I really ramp up the health-wise eating, a lot more stretching, a lot more hydrating, spring water. Don't mess around. I went to Vaughn's last night because we ran out of water. Went to Vaughn's last night to go buy some water, and they were. I meant to take a picture of it. They were completely out of spring water in the section, so someone must have been. People must have been listening to me.
Yeah.
There was only distilled and purified drinking water, so that brings a tear to my heart, my eye, knowing that like I've now been heard, or just randomly that's what they ran out of. But I made the guy. Poor guy went in the back like 4 times, and he was like, I don't know, what's the difference? And I had to like school him on what the difference of the water was, and then he found me a case of Arrowhead Mountain Spring water.
Wow.
And he's like, how many do you want? I was like, because he came out with 1 jug, and I was like, well, how many do you got? He's like, I got 3 cases. I go, let me just get 1 case of 6 gallon of water.
Yeah.
That's 50 pounds of water.
That's a lot.
Okay. And I bought all 6 of them. I said, you know what? Why don't you save the other 2 cases for someone else who's really parched like I am right now? And
do you feel like I have my own theory, but like when you see the paper towels and toilet paper gone, do you panic or?
Well, that's funny you say that. Like you know when they say like the writing is on the wall.
Yeah.
Right. It's like that could be. You see all these like precursors. Like, oh, this is happening. Oh, the iPhones. There's a chip shortage in iPhones.
Yeah.
Like that's a problem. I need my iPhone 13, or when the water is out. Like, is that a thing that you should be worried about? But yes, I remember. See,
I think it's a
marketing.
Yes, that takes up a lot of shelf space, so it's hard to keep that always looking stocked up. So, but what happens is there's like a trickle effect because as soon as it starts to go, then everyone panics and like it's running out, so they just buy it even though they don't need it. So then it just looks awful. Yeah. It takes up a lot of space.
Yes, but they already have the space allocated. It was just an empty shelf.
Yeah.
So something has to be put there anyway. So.
Fair.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
What does it sound?
What's
I
that?
haven't said. Yeah.
What'd they say about what?
How about that?
I don't know. That is interesting. I do see someone now. You shouldn't be drinking. Now, granted, if the water tastes funny, like this tastes metallic, definitely don't want to drink it. But for the most part, like if you're one of those people who are like, I hate how mountain spring water tastes, but I like how this Dasani tastes. That's a problem. So, think about that. Also, Crystal Geyser is really good. It is a little high, I believe, in PFAS. You can check that out. But Arrowhead Spring Water does have a quality water. Now, it is sourced from like several different sources in the San Bernardino and the Eastern Sierras. So there are different various flavors profiles that you're going to get out of that. But I don't really ever taste water and I'm like, oh, this is like really gross tasting water. Unless it's like an old bottle or like something that you kind of drank out of your water bottle and then you found at the bottom of your car like a month later and you're like, oof, something tastes a little off here. Or when I grew up and I had a well and the well was dug too deep and you can't really drink the water because there's too much iron in it. So, and Kangen water is life. It's also a heist. Yes, I said that right. Kangen. David, I'm sorry, man. It is good to get some pH water, but you're still drinking tap water at the end of the day, my man. Fiji is the best. Fiji's good. Yep. I don't want to get too much into the water thing because then I get people come back to me and it's like, oh, here comes Ryan, like the paintball troll got me. So shout out to the paintball troll for watching Spic Span Show.
Tiger Wear also.
Yeah.
Tiger Mouse. That one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Which is strange because someone sent that to me. I was like, "This is Mouse," and I sent it to the group.
Well, and so
or maybe
our
everybody
team
knew
did
it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it was
okay.
Even Mouse was like, "That's me." I sent it to Lamb and Mouse, our little Tiger group chat, and Mouse was like, "Oh, that's me," and that was the first time he saw it. So
that was him.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't seen that most recent video of Mouse trying to win the lottery.
There was,
there
was another funny one too. I was like, because every time I see a relevant post and I go, and I'm like, oh, there's all this paintball troll stuff I missed. And I was scrolling through them, and there was one of a Dynasty one, but it wasn't like a bad one. It was like, who can slay the dragon? It was a good one. And Marcelo commented and was like, finally one that's not making fun of me.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to the paintball troll. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but I really want to. Actually, I kind of don't want to know because I couldn't be like trusted with that secret. I would want to know, but yeah, I couldn't be trusted with the secret, and then it would also ruin some of the allure. Like if someone like if it was like Nick Slowiak, and I'm like, oh, dude, come on.
No, I know how to find it. Someone on my team already
knows.
Yeah, I told you that.
The guy.
Remember, I told you that. I said that.
Someone
on my team knows where this person that lives in Texas, who exactly they are.
Oh, but you just gave too much away. I mean, maybe not.
No, I mean, it could be, I mean, that's pretty hard.
I was sold that it was Nick Laval.
I mean,
I
guess I won't give. No, I know who it is. Well, I didn't do any research on who it is. But you know who it is. I know how to get the information. I just kind of liked it. I think I told you this before, and then you're like, I kind of like not knowing who it was.
Yeah, maybe.
And then I was like, yeah, that's kind of
cool. So yeah, maybe that is true. Hold on, writing something down.
So,
yeah,
I think we got two cool things. One, I'm going to treat you guys for the mega support members. You're going to win a Tiger Wear headband today. So stay tuned. We'll do that towards the end of the show.
Okay.
I haven't decided
how
if I want to make it, if you need to be live watching the show, and we're going to keep spinning it till you claim it till you're there.
So
I don't know if that's unfair.
In the deal.
Yeah. I mean, if you...
Well, no, I mean, you could do however you want, because this was actually and again, a huge shout out to the supporters and everybody who's out there, because I think there's another Tiger Wear band on the way here, because someone was able to get one of these, and then they said, hey, I want to donate it to the show, and I was like, well, actually, I think they were like, yeah, the family got two, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were stoked, and this was actually a donation from someone who was able to get their hands on one as well.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, you know what? I want to give this to the show. So tons of the stuff that we're giving away on the show is donated from either some of you guys or some of our gear bags. We've got a giant Party Sports jersey that we're going to be giving away. Bear sent this one out because I'm going to be doing that giant Party Sports clinic and open play and Black Friday deal day out in Texas on Black Friday weekend. So I'm excited for that one because it's going to be fun to play some paintball. Also, I don't get to go to many stores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, back to this is donated and obviously that first place medal from San Diego was donated by Oliver, who probably just forgot that I had it or left it somewhere and didn't really care. So most of this stuff is from you guys back to you guys.
I do got to give a shout out too, really quick before I get on who this is from. He is a member of the show. I believe he was in here. Yeah, Roberto Loza actually came out. He had his whole team out there. Mouse and I were both with them. Actually signed some of the guys' headbands and talked to a lot of guys. Took a couple photos. But this is from him, so thank you, Roberto.
And then also, so Ryan Kinnenberg won one of these posters, right, as the from the other show when we had just some samples made, and he was like, hey, I want to give it back, can you guys respin the wheel? but I realized I wrote Ryan's name on it already. So it's either going to go to Ryan, it's going to put on my wall, or if anybody out there is named Ryan or knows somebody named Ryan, Ryan Kinnenberg and myself would love to donate this signed poster to you, Ryan.
I feel like that's a very rare name. Like, there's not a lot of Ryans out there.
I don't know. Are there? You know what's funny is I have a friend named Ryan Green.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is.
It's kind of like.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of Ryans.
Oh, there are. Yeah. Okay. All right. Like Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how my name is Kyle and my mom's name is Karen, and those are the two biggest meme names of the last year.
Oh yeah, that is good. That is a great stat.
Yeah, it is. I was talking to this girl the other day, and she was like, "Oh, your name's Kyle. How rough has the last year been for you?" I was like, "You want to know my mom's name?" And she's like, "Oh my God, how did that happen?"
That's funny. Blow your ears out. Thank you, Dalton Gilbert. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not the right button. That was supposed to be an air horn. It used to be spacebar, and I just kind of keep forgetting. I gotta write like I gotta put like a sticky tack thing right there, and it just say, oh, Ryan, yeah, you know what? I'm like watermelon, Ryan. Ryan, is it pronounced Ryan or is it Rin or Ryan? I always thought your name might be Ryan. Oh, and Ryan Matthews, there we go. I saw you just jumped up there as well. So, yeah, this poster, Mr. Matthews, is dedicated to you. Although you are a Mega Sports Status member too, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that also means that you're going to be getting a signed poster anyhow. But yeah, what we did actually with the posters is because we never really decided which one we liked the best. I had him print out like 50 of each one. So everybody's going to get a different, well, not everybody. There's going to be 4 different ones. So you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting the poster you like the best.
Yeah. But then you guys can trade.
And you guys can trade, and that was the whole idea.
Free
So Ryan Matthews is going to be getting this poster, and I'll make sure that you don't get the same one twice. So I'm going to write that down right now. Actually, I'll just write your name right here on this envelope, huh? How about that? Respin, Ryan Matthews. So yeah, back to this World Cup prep. I know that you've been going to the gym a lot more, right?
Yep.
But what else do you do, or if anything? I also noticed that you cooked today at the house, which is the first time I've seen you cook here in about
and it was
a
like
month.
kind
It's
of
like a once a month.
I appreciate that you giving me cook. I mean, I still,
it
was like
yeah.
I eat well.
You do.
I don't like to do the cooking part, so it's not like from scratch cooking. It's like kind of put together already, and then I just gotta like warm it up. But I do eat healthy, especially in this time right now, is so vital with really allocating your time correctly. Going into like for a lot of you guys that are on a team that practices those both days, you have to make sure it's like you manage your rest days too. So a lot of times I think right now I have a little bit of leeway because we don't really have such demanding practices, but like once those start, it's like, do you exercise on that Monday coming out of practice or the Friday going into practice, which typically I usually rest those days.
Yeah, and actually that was something that you mentioned to Mouse, right? Like, dude, you need to rest a little bit more.
Going into World Cup last year, his cardio wasn't as good as it's been, and he just got a little bit gassed, and I was like, dude, I think that you're not giving yourself enough time in between, because he would go work out really hard on Mondays. Like, that guy can't go in the gym and have like a light time. Like that's his thing. So he's going in there getting to work. So but if you don't ever let I'm sure a lot of people know out there, but when you're exercising, you're breaking your muscles down already, and that's how you get bigger and stronger, because you give them time to repair and they grow back bigger and stronger, and whatever your cardiovascular, lung capacity, everything, it needs to repair. Otherwise you're just constantly breaking it down. So if you go, you don't give yourself enough adequate time to recover, then you're just beating yourself up. So that's just as important in my opinion. But yeah, staying healthy, trying to eat really good. tons of water, and good sleep. My schedule's been kind of messed up ever since the Tiger thing, but I'm like, I go to bed at like, I swear my schedule's been like, go to bed at like 2 or 3 and then wake up at like 10 or 11, but still making sure
You
I get
that
enough sleep.
full time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if I'm getting up at 6 and going to bed at 3, like that's gonna break you down.
Yeah, you know, and obviously stretching is a big thing. Stretched muscles consume less oxygen out of your bloodstream than tight muscles do.
Yeah.
And I say that at every clinic all the time. I learned that when I was doing that freediving course, which was really interesting because we stretch before we
And
dive.
you're better about that than me too. Like
The stretching thing is that's the one thing I do the most,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Over anything. And then, but conditioning, you know, like that is something that I need to get a little. I don't ever really feel too fatigued. My legs have been getting a little bit more fatigued. Obviously, riding the bike down the hill and then back up with Sloan on the back. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The bike exercise stuff. But it is super important to really. I mean, I'm not gonna get any faster between now and then.
Yeah.
Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you will be able to like just eating cleaner and
Yeah.
taking care of yourself, like
Yeah.
you mentioned, is not only going to be better for your body, but it'll help you recover faster.
Yeah.
Giving yourself that time to recover, so you're not
Sure.
just pushing it too hard. I think it's funny whenever I'll go like surfing with Scott, or like we'll plan to go surfing, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I just did like shoulders and arms today," and I was like, "Well, why didn't you just make a plan a little better?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I worked out shoulders for like 2 hours today." I go, "You knew we were going surfing.
Yeah.
Stop making excuses, Scott."
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's like you can immediately feel that fatigue.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up?
And I would say, you know, something that I thought of is there was a kid that I coach, and he was asking me the other day, he's like, what should I do, like, as far as eating? And he had a great metabolism, kind of a skinnier guy. He could eat whatever he wants. And I know, like, both you and I eat, you know, we don't eat perfect, and we do have cheat meals, like, but I think the biggest thing, you're kind of similar, is, like, we try to stay away from, like, the heavy, like, pastas and breads and, like, thick sauces, cheeses, and that's what I feel like makes the biggest difference. Not even for like going into the tournament, obviously that's important, but just like your day-to-day energy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, if we don't wake up here and we have like pancakes or French toast and like a bunch of syrup, and then instantly we go back to bed, like a lot of times I think, you know, you're pretty similar. We'll get up and we don't usually even, it's not for everyone, but it's like, if I get up at 8 or 9 o'clock, I usually don't eat till 12, because that time frame at the beginning of the day, you have such like clear head, mental capacity. You don't feel that like that tiredness come over already after you just woke up from sleep. And then when you actually do eat, like around lunchtime, your body's actually hungry, so it takes that in, and then you start burning it. But you know, all that heavy stuff I would try to stay away from. You just eat more like rice and the complex carbs for that, so feeling like you get full, because I feel like that's why people go to those pastas and the breads and everything, because they're like, well, the salad doesn't fill me up.
Yeah.
Like a great thing is, you know, if you guys have those grocery stores by you that have the open salad bars, they're just like starting to come back from after COVID, but those are great because you can make a salad and then you can buy, like I just bought some mashed potatoes, or buy some rice, or put some quinoa in there for like that extra thing. And that's like, now you're putting high octane fuel in there. You're good to go.
Yeah, Gearhead is really wants to hammer home making sure to go to bed hungry. So,
Yeah, well, you just don't want to eat like right before bed.
You definitely don't. Yeah, you definitely don't want to. I don't think you want to go to bed hungry, because then you're gonna have a restless sleep. Also, then you're gonna feel more inclined to like eat a big breakfast, which will kind of like weigh you down a bit throughout the day. At least in my experience. Again, I'm not a certified nutritionist by any means, but what's kind of worked for me and for the people around us. Quick shout out to Social Sinister. Sorry, Syndicate. I was thinking of those guys out there. I got the air horn button unlocked now. But it'll go straight to your ass. Yeah, you know, like I'm not a huge fan of eating like a big, huge meal, and then like you definitely don't want to go to sleep, because then you get that it all just sits there. You definitely want to be able to digest whatever meal you have. But again, I like to wake up and I rarely eat much at all. Maybe I'll have like an apple or like a piece of fruit,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah.
And then just use that. So.
And a really nice hack too is if you guys aren't already doing this, like for me, I feel like it's common knowledge, but when I wake up, I drink like literally, I fill this whole thing up and I drink the whole thing like
That should be the
in a
first
minute.
thing.
Like is a ton of water right away. Is really gonna like set you on a nice path for the start of the day, because like all this stuff we're talking about eating and getting ready for going into a tournament, like you just want to be sharp through your day-to-day like stuff that you're handling on outside of paintball, whether it's your work or school or all that other stuff, cleaning your room, cleaning your car, making sure that everything is like you don't have to worry about it, so that when you go into the weekend of your craft and your what you guys are dedicated to, you don't have all that extra stuff weighing down on you. Because even if it's not like, you're probably not thinking about your room being dirty or something when you go to play paintball, but it's still there in the back of your head, and you want to like as we're going into like getting ready for World Cup, you want to try to clear all that space. Like I even this is a great example. A lot of people are asking like, when's the next Tiger Wear drop, and that's something that our business partner Lamb and Mouse and I talked about, and we're like, I kind of think we should have something for World Cup. And then Lamb's like, but like what we have to do, the promotions, the product design, all this stuff. And then I just remembered how those last 10 days were after we dropped it, and I was like, yeah, that's probably better I don't bombard myself, so that I can focus on the tournament, so that I don't have a lot of have some free mental space.
No, that's absolutely right. And I mean, this is something that I had to hammer home when we started Field 1. I'm like, Yosh, you can't be working the booth. Alex, we can't be working the booth after you play and like having to focus on this stuff. And we've had to juggle quite a bit of that, getting everything ready. Also, like right now, Dynasty is working on a bunch of projects for World Cup. And so there is a ton of stuff that we're going to plan to release. Can't say much now. There is, however, a secret emoji that's in there that I don't think you can even make out what it is, but that has something to do specifically with what we are going to be releasing and launching. It's a huge thing that we got going on that we're really excited to do, and I've been working on a lot of side projects, and I know Alex has been working really hard, and same with Yosh. So we got a ton of stuff that we got going on right now that is exactly right. Like that's something that once the layout comes out next week, that's got to be my main focus. And that's something that we really want to make sure that we are in tune with, because again, you can't afford to not be dialed in when you go to events. You can't be like, oh, I hope those stickers got printed, or like, oh, we're waiting on this one shipment, and then you're struggling to like, you got to get these things packaged and we got to get them out and like put all this stuff in there. That's why when James was like, do you guys want to bring some merch? I'm like, that's another distraction that I don't even know if I want to. If it's ready, it's ready. If it's not, like, I'm not going to be stressed on it. And I know that people aren't going to be like, we don't want to like over promise, under deliver, and then have it affect us in the back end. And a couple of questions that you guys have coming in here. Gearhead, yes, absolutely right about not eating past 7. I mean, I that's one of my big things is like sometimes I'll eat and I'll be like, oh, I could just eat a couple more little things, and like walking by the fridge and you just get like something out. Like I'll try to like get like an apple with some peanut butter to be that like late night snack, but it's definitely, that's a tough one. You're right there. And then intermittent fasting, Andy, I've definitely done that a lot in the past, and I actually really like it, and I do a form of it now, and it's not a full fast. Because
we kind of do it. So
we kind of do it. We just
not eat right away.
But have your last meal around 7 or 8, and then don't eat again until like noon. Like I'm pretty regular with that. And I'll have some MCT oils, or I'll put like a but I do have like a oat milk or like a MCT coconut milk creamer in my coffee with my water. Put a little lemon in there also with the water to help it like absorb a little bit better.
But that's also just to note, and I'm sure Ryan would agree with this, like that's a little bit different for going into a day of hard practice. Right. Like we do want to have
you need
something.
Fuel. You need fuel.
Like I like oatmeal, maybe a banana and like a little fruit or something, and then planned it like around 11 or 12 o'clock. If you started playing at 9 or 10, you might eat like a protein bar or something. But if you don't eat anything before those practice days, not saying go eat a heavy breakfast, but you do want a little bit of something because you're burning so much in those days.
Yeah. Nothing too heavy to slow you down, but nothing to where you're thinking about eating. There's a fine line, and you got to be able to figure that out, guys. So yes. And Jacob, I agree. Can we get James an honorary membership? I don't know because I can't even get Kyle an honorary membership on this thing. The admin section over here, I don't know. I don't know how it works exactly. But I don't think I can give someone a thing. The whole YouTube backend is not very easy. That's why I'm constantly asking everybody for their addresses. And it's funny when, I haven't showed Kyle this, but all of the orange are people who forfeited their prizes. And then all the yellows are people who won just recently, but I don't have their addresses. So all of these have not been shipped out because there's 50 winning prizes because people haven't given me their addresses. And stuff like that. So shout out to Jamie Taylor.
And see, I have OCD about that. I'm not sure what you're doing, but that when the Tigerware stuff was going on, I was going through Facebook and Instagram to see if I could decipher their email to find out who that true person was, and then see if we have any mutual paintball friends. Okay, this person probably got.
I'll give you the list. I'll give you the list. You can scroll through this list. This is fun. Look at all this.
No,
don't show this. Don't look at all that color.
Maybe I can help you out.
No, because the problem is though, YouTube usernames like David Wimet, you can find him a little. Brian Narcisi, but. To try to find Swamp Fox Magfed.
Yeah,
I don't think that's his birth name. Yeah, I don't think that's his name.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. So Swamp Fox, you didn't win anything, but I was just using you as an example. Or Roadhead. Don't think that's his real name. Like Road Mike. And then Anyway. And Glenn Beagle, how do we know if we've won anything? Well, you either get a package in the mail that you weren't expecting, and it's from the Spic and Span Show. That only happens if I have your address and you've won something. So we do announce it on the shows. Usually at the end of the show, we'll throw them out there. Sometimes if we hit a milestone on the likes, if we get to 100 likes, boom, we're throwing something out. You don't have to be present to win, but I do have to have your address. I know guys like Richard Uren, who's not always on the show, but sometimes he just opens his mailbox and there's a brand new pair of goggles sitting there for him, or a jersey. He's cleaned up out here. Hunter Riordan, also ICFN. Look at this, Richard. I know I've mentioned his name before. G2 jersey, sticker pack, Harmon jersey, push goggles, HK jersey. He's cleaned up. And I know that he's not in every single show. I see him sometimes in there, but boom, I have his address, spin the wheel, win. Wizard, XXVI, again, another person, if you didn't have your address, wouldn't know how to find you on the internet.
That's true.
But he opened the mail and there was a coin in there for him. So just make sure we have your address. If you don't know how to send it to us, just shoot us a message on social media or email us. My email address is on my website, ryangreenspan.com. We're pretty easy to find. So yes, send us via IG or email directly. Yeah, Ryan Hester, cleaning up. Chad Tobin, I like it. Only send me your address when you win. That means you're always tuning in. So I appreciate that. Yes, Glenn, just PM us, PM, DM, send, however we say it, get it to us. Don't put it in the chat right here, because then you might, I don't know what you're going to get in the mail. I cannot guarantee that. So again, anytime that we hit 100 likes though, that is something that we do. Also, so you guys were asking what this going on with this Hormesis box. Now, there is a new Hormesis drop this week. I tried to have it happen on the show, but Alex is he's big time. He's got a lot. He's got an empire to run now.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got young Sebastian to watch. So he can't, unfortunately, make it to every one of the shows. We can probably put like a little face of him up somewhere. Maybe one of oh, that'd be a good one. We'll put a mask. We'll put his face on a mask up there, or maybe have our guests. We can do that. I can do that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. So he made a special Iron Kids headband that he gave only to me. I guess I didn't know that. And then he realized, hey, I made 7 of these in total. So he sent them all to me. And he sent me 4 of them. So this is number 4 of 7. This Hormesis blue jean, and I never had a package of them, so it's pretty cool. And it's got this Iron Kids little pin on it, which is pretty radical.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's a really cool pin, huh?
Yeah.
And so this is, you guys may have seen me playing in this one, on this headband. I like it. It's the blue denim Iron Kids one. So, yeah, this one is not, Rocco, happy birthday early, but this is not your birthday gift.
Whoa.
So, yeah, that pin's pretty cool.
This is a cool one, just so you guys can see it again.
Yeah, that's a sick one. So, this one, maybe we'll put it into the charity raffle. I do have a couple of these, so I will be selling 1 or 2 of them, and then wearing the other one. So that is something that I have not quite decided what I'm going to be doing with it. So maybe there will be a wheel spin, but guys, there's gonna be wheel spins, and you guys are gonna have your chance to win Hormesis headbands, possibly on this show, but possibly on another show. We do have a bunch of good giveaways for this show in particular, so don't you guys worry. But again, we're at 72 likes, 110 viewers. You hit the like button. Oh yeah, we're gonna be giving away a shirt, and James Hall actually works incredibly fast. He did show me because he's like, hey, can I get your most recent sponsors? And he's like, I have this sweatshirt right here, and I gave him the list of the sponsors, and like, I want to say like 5 to 10 minutes later, he's like, hey, how does this look? And he had made like a cool like Dynasty sponsor jacket. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I believe he wore it to Disneyland. I think that's what the message I got from him. He's like, okay, good.
Should we show him this?
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like we might need to show you guys.
Yeah. Let's do this surprise right now. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'll open up the page. Can I open it up from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it in the chat box. It's a link.
So nope.
You forgot a word at the end of.
Oh, show. Yes, I did. I was like, cleaning angels. Huh. Okay. So I'm gonna bring. Why don't you talk a little bit about it? What we got going on here? I'm gonna bring the second monitor up because we're about to go one step further in the digital realm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't do too much other social media stuff besides having this YouTube for you guys, but we wanted to just make it so that a lot of people want to get their hands on some of the merch and with all these opportunities now for everyone making a bunch of cool clothing, and with my stuff with Tigerwear slowing down a little bit, we want to bring you guys some stuff that would be related to the show, basically. So we made a show website.
Yep. So we've got a website going on here. There will be a shop set up. It's spickandspanshow.com. Literally, we've been talking about this for a while. James from Island Designs has been kind of giving us a little bit of a boost to be like, what are you guys waiting for? What are you guys waiting for? Because he's ready to print some merch for you guys as well. We're gonna have all the normal stuff. We're gonna have some bands that we have made up there. We're gonna have some t-shirt designs, one of which you guys are gonna help us pick today, and someone's gonna win. And then the coffee mugs because it's getting cold out there. Maybe one of those other little things, but Kyle just whipped this thing up. Literally, I think you bought the website domain just at 3:30.
3:40, yeah. I was working on that throughout the weekend, and that was kind of one of the things that were stressing out because we wanted to get some products up there and make it live for you guys, but there's a lot of back end stuff that goes into that, and I just wanted to save myself any type of technical issues. So. But if you want to see exactly when we're gonna drop the products, it might be starting to put some stuff on there tomorrow or the next day. Go ahead and enter your email right there on that homepage. If you just scroll down right at the beginning, throw your email in there, and then we will email you guys when we're gonna release all the stuff. And it's not gonna be, well, I don't know how many we're gonna make of each product, but it's not going to be scarce, so you guys don't have to get on there and rush like it's a
there's no we don't freak out. We're gonna make plenty of shirts for everybody.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff on there. Just really fair pricing. Just something, cool. If you guys want some stuff to help support the show, that's what we're making it for. And just a little addition I'm going to try to make some cool stuff for us too. So some clothing, merch, and use my...
Because I like this shirt right here, and this is the one with the it's got our beautiful faces on the back, courtesy of Alex Fraiche.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to get stuff like that to you guys. I know that a lot of people have asked how they can support the show in any other ways, as everybody already is a massive supporter of the show. Kyle's going to drop the link in there. It's Spic Span Show with an N.com. Make sure you put the show in at the end.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to show that stuff. And then, branching out, obviously Spotify, I want to say that we're over like 1,200 downloads on the Podbeam across the podcast world. So thank you guys very much for, all of the support. I don't know how to look at the analytics, but... it's got a lot of people are into it, so we do appreciate all of that, guys, of course. And I know that you guys enjoy winning stuff and listening to us talk about who knows what. Also, I know that someone asked about the Astra, the Astra guy. Meter couldn't make it today. I told him, hey, I know that we called you an hour before the show was supposed to start, but you're supposed to
Well, we did tell him last week, but I guess we didn't remind him.
We didn't remind him. We reminded him like an hour and a half or an hour before the show. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. And I go, dude, you need to be every Tuesday. You need to have your headphones on starting at noon your time, just staring at the screen, sitting in the lobby, waiting for our call. Yeah.
He's going to come next weekend. And Andy, who asked about the Astra headbands, I'm not too sure what's going on with his stuff, but that's why we wanted to have him on the show so he could talk about projects he's working on, his current paintball life and what he's doing. Just give you guys all that information straight from the source without us, making an ambiguous assumption of what he's doing.
Yeah, you guys can check. I think but he has a different suffix on the on his domain name, right? Isn't astra.io or something?
Might be.
It's like not astra.com. I think it's maybe astra.xx or something. I don't know. But he's got an interesting domain name I remember seeing.
Jonas said, isn't it supposed to be without the K? But, we
made those shirts prior, and then as you can see on the logo here in the middle, it has the K because Alex made this one and he hasn't made a new one. This is the original one. I wrote... It's hard. It's a very, very delicate subject to tiptoe and dance around. But I believe that there are Spica's name, when you drop the K and the A, is somewhat derogatory to some people. When you do the C and the K, it's also could be misinterpreted as a bad slang word. So we're not totally sure exactly how we're supposed to dance around it. I thought maybe we even do the Spic Span Show.
Spica and span?
Like Spica and then N span, because I have an N before the span, Greenspan. But that is really hard to say. So we're just going to kind of go with it, and then whatever gets printed onto the shirts, we hope you guys enjoy to a certain extent. No, we'll get it dialed in.
I just randomly thought about this, but someone this weekend at the paintball field asked me if the website name was tigerwear.gov. And I said, no, it's not. It's co. Because he was like, I was like, it's not .com. He's like .gov, and I was like,
I don't think you can get it .gov. Yeah. But maybe if we make this thing big enough, like maybe we can apply for the .gov.
Yeah, I'll check the IRS website and see if that's a possibility.
Yeah, maybe we'll put like a little asterisk.
IRS link there.
Yeah. .irs. So and then the link is also again, guys, we don't want to offend anybody, but
keep throwing the link there for you.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep. There's a K in that one too, and there's a C in the other one. Plus, you don't want to infringe on the trademarks of the Spick and Span cleaning product that does not have a K.
Oh, it doesn't. It
doesn't. Yeah. I was actually just talking to another friend of mine who runs another company, and he was just he's in a legal battle with somebody because of something similar where it's like had nothing to do with it, but had something to do with it, and they're like, well, what's going on here? So you don't. There was a Formula One issue with Field One. There's like all sorts of things that
right.
people have. So you never know. Like tiptoe. So anyway, Zool. Shout out to Zool. Out in Brunei, right? I believe is where Zool is from.
Someone asked, by the way, earlier.
Oh, I want to do this.
If we like
Go ahead.
blind layouts.
Oh yeah.
Or having the layout out. I don't want to say I really dislike blind layouts, but I do, because I have to trick myself when I'm like coaching these tournaments or playing these tournaments that I do like blind layouts, but I'm not a huge fan of them. And I even kind of feel like it's, I don't want to say boring for practices, but it's uninspiring. I mean, if you play, it's just something cool. It's like an extra layer of like a constant like evolving puzzle that you have to figure out. When you don't have those layouts, and I guess you can make some random layouts, which is typically what we do play on, but I don't feel like there is much of like figuring out an intent and watching the way the games break down. I think that's a really cool aspect about paintball, is it like figuring out the layout. Do we play aggressive? Is this a pocket layout? Like, what's the risk versus rewards? He's spoiled for sure.
Yeah. Goldilocks.
Yeah.
No, I don't really play in the woods.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the percentage chance of rain today?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of with you. You know, like we excelled really well. Like we were big and we won a ton of tournaments. They're blind layouts because I think that we have a lot of great minds on Dynasty, and I think that's one of the reasons for our long success. However, it does create an element for the practice side of things that is a lot more difficult, because you kind of like just got to be more creative with what you do. It does force you to do a lot more drills, like attack and defend drills or island drills or all these different types of drills, because you don't have to perfect the layout, so you want to make sure you perfect these scenarios.
Sure.
Which is another thing that kind of helps out with the blind layout practices. But obviously nowadays, with the amount of people on the field, that would be such a difficult thing to like really do is do those types of drills.
Yeah.
And I think the situational stuff's so hard to do if there's 6 teams in the rotation or 8 teams in the rotation. So but the monotony sometimes of the layout like is kind of, when you have the layout, it's like like if you're not playing like a really fun spot. I mean, you play the same spot pretty much every time, but like, or for the most part, like that side of the field. But it could be kind of like monotonous, and you're just like, I got to go do, like, if the field layout isn't exciting or fun for you. You're like, oh, great, I have to go here and hold a lane.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit, plus and minuses from both sides of things that I do and don't like. And actually, that's a great segue into the next question from Bobby. Was like, he said, what do we hope for the layout at Cup? And that's such a difficult. I've been trying to think about this question for a while. Like, what do we want in the layout?
Yeah.
I want a much more powerful snake than what we had at the first Florida event.
Yeah.
But maybe not as strong as what it was in the last event. Like, the last snake was really great because there was a lot of. I love the ability to have a lot of different types of. You guys got the layout. Impact's got the layout in the group chat.
I was actually gonna send you this layout. Looked really, really cool. I sent you this little video. You could even put it up, and then we could also talk about this little drill that Mouse and I were doing.
Yeah, send it to the computer. So it's actually tough to say. Like, I want like a strong Dorito side. Like, I think the Doritos and the last field. I'm not gonna be like, what's the perfect layout, because obviously we won.
Yeah.
But even World Cup when we won, like, I wouldn't love that layout, to be honest. I thought the Dorito side was really strong because the snake side wasn't great in my opinion. Philly, I thought was a great layout. Like, I really liked that layout.
I did too.
I think the snake side was makeable. It's like important, I think, in my opinion, to like have spots that are makeable on the outside, to allow games to like develop.
Sure.
And I think that's an important factor. But am I going to say like, I want to make sure that I'll tell you one thing I don't want is a lot of bounce shots. I know that's a hard one to to really
Yeah.
figure out. But here, let me put that little video up that you just sent.
And another thing, really quick, you guys can take this information however you want, but something I'm a big proponent of is when I'm coaching these teams, especially for WC, what I tell them on the blind layout, and this methodology that I use might not be right, but I always go into that first match in the prelims and say, let's not worry so much. Like, obviously we got to be concerned, we got to win that first match, but I like to take that first match as like, let's soak in as much as we can. Let's try to play the longest amount of the points, or the longest soak up as much time on the field to learn more than the other teams in that first match. Obviously, it is important to win that match, but you have typically, 3 to 6, whatever other games to pull it back. And if you build a good foundation in that first match, working on that communication, figuring out, trying different things. Like if you just go out there and you smash the first point and you're just running down the field, then you only figured out that one little play. And there is going to be tougher matches as you go through the tournament. And if you haven't already learned a lot of the intricacies of it, it could be difficult. So I always think take your time on that first match, play longer points, try different things. And work on getting the communication across. Figure out which codes aren't working. Figure out what to get rid of.
That's actually funny you say that too. And I like that. I'm a huge proponent of that. But with my guys on Savage, I go. All right, look, in a dynasty is almost the same way. Remember how we always used to the first point? We're dude, we always lose the first point.
Yeah.
And so Rusty would a lot of times go, all right, let's just go. Let's do an all-in play.
Yeah.
And I say that with my Savage guys. I go, okay, hey, look, what I want us to make it to 5 spots alive, and I want to play paintball for 20 full seconds before anybody does anything stupid and dies.
Yeah.
Because that's what plagues teams all the time, is making bad mistakes, or you can't help it if you're going to get shot off the break. We'll take chances.
Yeah.
Or do we just be let's just punch these guys, especially on a blind layout. It's not a bad thing to let's just go at them on all fronts.
Yes.
And let's punch them harder. Do something like a crazy broken arrow play, or do something that's way off the charts, because if we statistically have a struggle with our very first point and then start playing catch up, let's just get the first point out of the way, either win fast or lose fast. Because what that does oftentimes is it really confuses your opponents.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a blind layout and you guys are both playing the field layout for the first time.
Yeah.
And then someone does something, you're am I way off on what's going on?
Yeah.
Then you always have to worry about that. The next point, you're dude, these guys just did something crazy. Especially if you win the point.
Yeah.
But if you lose the point, you're all right, we got it out of our system. We've been on the field. We're no longer nervous.
Yeah.
Which a lot of that is what it is. Oh, my nerves, I don't want to make a mistake. And then you end up making a mistake anyway. But when you come out with this huge punch, and it works, or even if it doesn't work, like I said, it really throws off the other team, because then they're dude, is my game plan
Well, I think that's what helped the Hunters win that last one too, because it was pretty much a pocket layout the whole tournament.
Oh yeah.
And then it started, the match started out like that, and then Gummy Bears were beating them. And it's we got to do something else. We started just risking it. Probably lose one person, but let's just try it, and it worked.
Yeah.
Nobody had been doing it the whole tournament until the final match. So it's crazy how stuff like that worked.
And I saw a comment in there. One shout out to Alpha Dog. Thank you for your support as always. Nice, Brian. And then Jonas. Yes, I don't know what. Can you put that word in there again? I wanna try to pronounce it. The surströmming. Whatever that is. I don't know if you're able to ship that from overseas, but if you are, we'll take it. Because we do actually, because I was thinking about this today also. Because obviously we're not going to eat something terrible in the next couple weeks, because we don't want to get distracted from World Cup.
Yes.
But right after World Cup, it is our anniversary of eating terrible things.
It is.
So we've got to eat something terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at how reluctant he is and how excited I am.
It might be the one chip challenge. They sell the one chip challenge in
now
7-Elevens?
in Dorito bags?
Yeah, I see them. I'm oh my God, this is bad.
This is awful. So we do have to come up with something good to eat. And maybe Jonas, maybe the Surströmming will make it through customs here. Oh, it's rotten herring in a can. Okay. Jacob, it needs to be the most awful.
All right, throw that video up there.
Okay, yeah. Let me throw this video up here right now.
This was a really cool snake they had set up.
Oh, hold on. Let me make this bigger. I'll fix this real quick. You can talk over it too. And I'll loop it.
But this snake was really cool because there was a lot of different like little elements to it. So we basically, this is something like Mouse and I'll do. We'll set up like a obstacle course. Sorry for the shaky hands here. Obstacle course, and just using one ball to hit all these targets. Couldn't leave the spot till you hit it on a snap-in, check-in on each target. And then we just go one after the other until we're completely gassed. But just going through those. But these are really good to set up too when you have the layout that you're using for the tournament, because then you're getting that muscle memory of all the different little movements and stuff that, especially like you have a split second to take a certain shot, you want to practice those if you have time. You know, I know a lot of your fields are busy, but if you have time to do these, I would definitely recommend it. But yeah, this snake looked cool because I liked how there was like the outside and the inside.
Yeah, it just seems like that little outside one is not really actually playable in a game.
No.
But you know, I like this drill, and I think that you put a really important aspect into this, that muscle memory, right? The movement from one spot to another inside of these little areas.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of get lazy with some of these ones when no one's shooting back at you, but it is important to be able to have these types of movements, because you see so many people struggle to make moves in the snake with their equipment.
Yeah.
Because everything a lot of times is really slowed down when they're just like laying on the ground, crawling around. But if you're doing quick movements back and forth, that's something that you should definitely do. And obviously everybody understands what the importance of being able to hit a target with their first ball.
Sure.
So yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. But yeah, I mean, I want the snake to be able to be dynamic, right?
Yeah. I
want there to be something that you can get. Like, I hate it when you can't get to the other team's side of the field.
Yeah.
Then it makes it a really slow field.
Yeah.
I
did like those. What was the one layout, X Factor one, where there was a big fortress in the middle, and the Dorito side had its own game going on. The middle couldn't really like slow down too much of each side.
Well, there was a Chicago event which had the snake that had the two dive-ins that was pretty good, and then there was the big T. It was a big brick
with laydowns on each side.
With laydowns on each side, and with four of them that teed out.
Yeah.
We actually had a pretty good event at that one. We beat Damage in the semis or quarters, and we lost to somebody right after that.
Yeah.
By a point or two.
But I liked. I would love to see a layout back again where there's a game going on with the middle guys. The middle is not too powerful that they can just hold one side, and then you also have a snake game going on, and you also have a Dorito game going on. So it's basically like, where do we put that second body? Do we want to put two up the middle to try to blow through and beat that other middle guy? Do we put 2 or 3 guys in the snake and then hold the middle, hold the Dorito sides? I like when you have those all 3 layers.
Yeah,
which layouts have been pretty good.
And Quentin, I think Philly was a good one also.
Yeah, both of them were kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Philly
and Philly. X Factor did win.
Yeah, they won 2. They won Chicago and Philly.
Back to back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No way. Good for you guys, X Factor. But yes, I remember Philly was a good one. We lost to the Russians in that one at the very like by 1 or something. But yeah, that was actually a really good play at the field. We were struggling in that one because we only had 5 guys playing every point.
That was the field with the can in the middle, right?
Yes,
and the
stupid can in the middle.
And I swear on something about that. Because that match sticks out to me, your guys' match, more than most matches in like 5 to 7 years. Because you guys, I thought, were doing a great job. You were beating them. They could not get outside. Every time they tried to run wide, they got shot. And then they randomly sent someone
Kirill
straight up to the can.
Stupid can. We all looked at him, and then they made it out wide.
It was a great play because they basically said, "Look, that person's player's gonna die.
He's gonna die."
But it's a full distraction, so they're willing to give up the body as a distraction to get outside and turn the momentum, which I thought was incredibly impressive. And that's something that I've took like coaching teams with some of these WC layouts. I'm like, let's go here just to cause this distraction.
Yep.
And then you can go back out of a rut. Like if you can't get to the snake every game.
That's the punch I was talking about, right? Like hit him with something that's like super out of the ordinary, and then we had to worry about that spot. Yeah. Right. And that was kind of what they did. Obviously, it was after we were up on them quite a bit, but yeah. Yeah,
that was pretty. And I don't know for sure if they said like, let's just go up here and see what happens. But in my opinion, I was like, I wonder if they basically said, we're gonna go up here just to make him look, and we'll get shot. Mm-hmm. But now we're on the outside.
Yeah, that was good, and we actually couldn't shoot him.
Yeah,
and then they made it down with both of them. So yeah, that was tough. That was a tough loss because we were playing really well. I think A-Rod shot a guy off the break every single point. Yeah, he was lethal in that spot. So we just hit 100 likes finally.
There we go.
So let's do a giveaway. What I'll do is I'm gonna spin the wheel right now just for this poster. We got another signed Dynasty poster. Another David Rum creation right there. So I'm gonna spin this wheel right now, and then we've got some signed Dynasty cards on the menu. We've got a Spick Span band with HK barrel blocker. I think those are called the barrel blockers. Different than the barrel condom or the barrel bag. Barrel blocker. Then we got the GT fam jersey, and we're gonna figure out a way to give away this one. She's still thinking of what's going on. So we're gonna jump over to the wheel right now, just because that is the rules. Those are the rules. Once we get to 100 likes.
Is Alex coming on the show today?
Alex is not coming on the show today. I said, he's on thin ice with us right now. He's on thin ice with the Spic Span Show. So, but he'll definitely be back, but on our terms. All right, Al. All right, we're gonna get over the wheel right now, guys. Spinning this one for the Dynasty poster. Actually, I'm just gonna spin it right now twice for the band and the HK barrel bag blocker. So, Justin Shiver, you are the winner.
Congrats.
We're going to go ahead and hit you with the air horn right now while we spin the wheel over here. And also, before we get into another one of those, this is Carpentry Kid. Carpentry Kitchen. Carpentry Mart Kitchen. Get all your carpentry stuff for your kitchen at the Carpentry Mart. Hold on, there's a long one to write down. So, all right, congratulations to Carpentry Mart Kitchen on the Spick Span band and HK barrel bag, and then Justin Shiver on the poster. Shiver. And then there we go. Yep, local homie. All right. Let me see. I'm just gonna find out right now if I have their information. So I do not have Justin Shivers info. So Kevin, can you get me his address, please? Because I do not want this poster to go unclaimed, because then we got to give it away in 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't want it to stay. Camille will not let it stay right there. That's for sure. And then Carpentry Mart, if we know who you are. Let's just type you into the old deal. Oh, and you've actually won some signed Dynasty cards, which have been thrown back into the pile once before because I don't have your info. So just like that, 2 people who are winners our stuff's going to go unclaimed. Pierce Doogie. Yeah, you got to go to the doctor for that one. You're going to have to go to the doctor for that one. We cannot help you. Cannot help you with that. Okay. Also, so what do we want to do for this right here? Oh, wait. Let me do this. Before we jump over there, let me share with you guys these shirts. So what we have right now, shirts. So what we have right now are a couple different shirts. We've got a 1 and a 2. This is going to be on the front left chest. Then we have A, B, C, D, or E, which is going to be the back. So I'm gonna cut away. I want you guys to give me like a 1A, a 1D, a 1C, 2C, whatever you guys like the best. Here are some mock-ups for the t-shirts. This is going to be one of the many items. And what we're going to do as well for one lucky winner that I'm going to spin you are going to be the very first person to receive a shirt. So once we pick a winner right here, if you guys just choose, we're going to tally up. So we like Eagle Scout is a 1B. And this is, if you guys notice, this is a very similar to our show intro. That little glowing thing here. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Rolling in. Shout out to Steve Segovia, the 1-year membership banner. Okay, 2D. I've got a couple E's, lots of E's. All right, a bunch of D's. Let's see. I'm a big fan of the D shirt design.
Yeah.
But do you think that the heads on the front and the back is too much? I like 1C or 2C.
I like C is my favorite.
C is your favorite?
Yeah. But I'm a minimal guy, so.
Yeah, and we can make it all in one. There was actually one other design that I did see that had no let's see here. There was one that didn't have any, it was actually one line. I think maybe we can do that. So let's see here. We're gonna have to tally these up. Lots of E's, lots of D's, a couple of A's here. Let's see here. Phrasing, boom. Let's see here. A, E, C, C. Lots, pretty split actually as far as 1 and 2. I think there's more ones. I think everybody likes the ones a little bit more. 1A. Is that a hawk? Do we have like a hawk in here? The E is pretty good. I'm not sure how I'm feeling the big splash, the B and the B and the E splash, but I do like the mic. So maybe like a 1C with the mic where the and is.
Oh, that could be cool.
That could be cool. Little 1E with the microphone. And the great thing is, I don't know if he knew, but that is the mic that we're using. That is our mic. That's the mic that we have. So
maybe 1C with
the mic in between.
Yeah.
1C. David, are you in here? David. Calling David.
Yeah, 2. They didn't make it a good point from the front. If you have the mic, it looks like we're like a singing duo.
Yeah.
So I think
maybe
the mic goes off the
but
first
maybe
one.
people will go, are you guys a singing duo? No, we are the Spick Span Show. So
Yeah.
it's like a
right after Jimmy Kimmel.
yeah. So we're gonna I love the teal trim on the A. Yeah, the teal trim is good. Yeah, we should definitely have the mic. So maybe we put the mic on the back of C.
Yeah, I think that's that's the winner.
So I think that is 1C with the mic. Yep. Let's just get a little zoom in on the shirts thing. So this is kind of like we're thinking this right here. We're gonna zoom over a little bit. Oops, it's not gonna work. What I'm trying to do is not really gonna work very well. But here we'll go back over. So we're looking at the top left with the bottom left, 1C, but you take the mic from the number 2 and you put it where the and symbol is. So you take this mic right here on the right, and you put it. Yeah, I think that could be the winner, guys.
Yeah.
See how the creative process works here? We just ask someone else to do it all for us.
Maybe we just figured out something else too that you guys will help us create the shows. We'll make some show you guys some designs, and then you guys have the final say.
Well, that's the thing is this show started as a Q&A session. Like you throw the questions at us, we're going to answer them because we don't know what the heck we're doing. But then we figured out what to do up here, and we took the lead. But we definitely want you guys to help out and give us some input as far as what we should be covering, how we should cover it. Hi, Sloan. Listening to the audience, and that's right, because you guys are what keep us in these seats, and the reason that we come back every week, and the reason we do all this stuff is to see everybody excited and happy about the show, and giving us some love and support online. So with that said, let's go ahead. What we're gonna do is let me spin the wheel. Kyle, you figure out what you want to do. If you want to do the tiger wear for the
so it's gonna be for the mega members.
Okay, let me get them dialed in right now. I don't know
more fair
Well,
here.
I have pretty much all of the Mega members' addresses already.
Well, yeah, that was not the thing. I'm saying, is it unfair just to spin the wheel and the viewer has to be watching right now?
Oh, you got to be watching. You got to be watching. If you're a Mega member, will you guys just type Mega in the description here? That's fine. You can do it however you want. This is your headband to give away.
I think yes.
Because we're gonna
obviously the guys that are watching right now said live.
So what we'll do is I will put all of the Mega members right now. I'm going to put you guys all on the list because I don't know exactly who is here and who is not. And,
But this is for the Mega members.
Correct.
Doing something special for you guys. You guys do give us the most support, and so I want to give back to you guys.
Okay. Let me do this first before we do that. Let me I'm going to sign. Oh, hi Sloan. Let me go ahead and spin the wheel right now for the signed card pack and the GT jersey. Okay, so we're gonna jump over to the wheel right now, and I'm gonna spin this 2 times.
If someone asks to
there is a way to upgrade. Yes.
Is it under what subscription?
Hey, you're on TV. Look, you're on TV. You're on TV. It's your mom?
What?
Is that your mom?
Mommy, what are you doing?
Go get her. Oh, someone just woke up from a nap.
Under perks, yes.
Yeah, sorry. There she is. She's gonna come on. She's gonna get you. Help! Okay.
Oh, yeah,
we're
if
gonna
you're on the phone, if you're on your
Yeah.
phone, the app is limited, like EP said.
Yes, the app is limited, unfortunately. Oh, and look at that. We've got a mock-up also that's being sent to the computer right now of the new logo for the Spic Span Show. Okay, BK Reese, you are the winner of a GT jersey. BK Reese. We're also I hit them up, and we're going to be getting some more giveaway stuff for you guys for the next couple of weeks. And this is for the signed cards. Depending on if you've already won some cards or not, you're going to get maybe Arturo Andrade, Marcelo Margot, Blake Yarber, Yosh Rao, maybe a Ryan Greenspan card, Travis Baker. Congratulations. I know that you've won in the past. Okay. So there we go. Congratulations there. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Go over here. And we can go straight on over. Did we get any... anybody?
Yeah, so let's get that Mega Wheel up.
The Mega Wheel.
We're going to spin it. You have to be in here. Claim your Tiger Wear headband.
Hold on.
But if you're not in here, we're going to spin it again.
Okay, hold on. Received. So, real quickly, well, look at this. And this is how quickly magic happens, everybody. This is how quickly let's go ahead and bring really quickly
Come here.
into it's an HCICC file. Hold on. We're gonna have to do a couple of little
If you
things
send
here.
it to me really quick, I can edit it. But
No, what I gotta do is just go to oh wait, here we go.
computer fan sounds like it's
Yeah, we're working overtime right now on the
redlining.
fine. Yeah, we're
This happens to me when I'm trying to make designs.
so yeah, let's see here. We've got the studio up. We've got this up. Let's cancel this. Cancel this. So what we're gonna do right now is we've got to open up the downloads file. Then I've got to open this HEIC file. Then you push Control F4 and you do that.
Oh, there's an easier way to do this.
Is there?
Yeah, you just go to File
And save
then
as?
Export as.
Nah. That was easier than that. I feel like that was like that.
Yeah,
was,
I guess that works.
that was pretty quick.
Yeah, but if you don't want to lose the image quality.
Oh yeah, no.
This is
fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good on the image quality. All right, so boom, look at that.
There you go.
So
1C hybrid.
yeah, that's a pretty cool one right there, right? I'm digging that.
Yeah.
So that would be the back with the microphone, with our faces in the front.
With no microphone in the front.
With no microphone in the front. Sorry, just our faces in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. So, epic. So we're going to spin the wheel after we do the Tiger Wear giveaway. We're going to spin the wheel, and someone's going to win one of these things, courtesy of Spic Span Show, David Rome, and Island Designs. And Billy Bloomer, way to come in at the bottom of the 9th right there and get your name added to the big list here. So
Jonas, you asked about. I have my laptop open here, watching the show on mute, reading all your guys' comments, making sure we don't miss anything. And then Ryan has another screen over there that he also watches the comments, so that both of us, when we're talking, we can also, one of us can usually be checking and seeing if
I'm like that pianist, like on in bands, like the big like Coachella, like the big bands when they have multiple keyboards. Like,
oh yeah.
So I got all sorts of stuff going on here. That was me giving myself a nice little boost there. Okay, so this is open to the Mega Support Status members only, who are also in the chat. Okay, so Kyle, you're gonna have to manage the chat over there because I can't see it once I pull this screen up here. We're gonna go over to the second monitor, and best of luck for the Tiger Wear Mega members. Don't go anywhere either, guys. Everybody is gonna be entered to win the new custom shirt right after this. And Jamie Webb, are you here? And Jamie Taylor, just so you know, we have a dual monitor setup. So I'm looking at 3 monitors right now. We have 4 in total. So, Weverton, are you here? Going once.
We'll give you about 20 seconds.
Going twice. No. We're going thrice. And Weverton has not claimed.
Might be back
and
on
we're
the wheel.
spinning.
All
We're
right,
spinning. It's going.
Oh, man.
The next one's going to go a little faster. Okay, is Mr. Lawrence Wren here? Lawrence, in the comments. I haven't seen your name in there. Lawrence Wren. Going once. Going twice.
Thank you.
It is going thrice. And we're spinning again. My hands are sweating right now. Let's go. We're going faster. We're going to the speed. Lightning round.
This is great.
Maui Rockstars. Oh, was it Jay Stu? Oh, Maui Rockstar. Are you here, Mr. Maui Rockstar? Coming in from the beautiful island of Maui.
It's a little bit slower here.
Coming in from the beautiful island of Maui. Is he here?
Maui Rockstar.
Is he here? I didn't see him.
You gotta see because it just showed. Well, it just showed. So.
Oh.
Because it's a little lagged on their side. But all right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Let's go, boys. Okay. Kevin Nygaard, come on, Kev, are you here? Going once. Is he there?
You guys don't say congratulations yet. Nobody's.
All right, going once.
Kevin.
Going twice. Kevin Nygaard. Let's go.
Spinning again. This is more fun.
Yeah, this is way
good,
better.
yeah.
This is intense, Jacob. Okay, Steven Snyder. I have not seen you in the thing. Wow. Let's see. Right. Okay, here we go. Steven Snyder. Congratulations, Steven Snyder. I have not seen your name.
Steven
Snyder. Going
Snyder.
Once. Going twice. Oh, there he is! Oh, you almost.
Should we do one more spin just to see who would have been next?
Yeah.
Let's
just see just in case Steven didn't, because I was on going twice. Just in case.
But congrats, Steven.
This one's not for a win. This is just to see.
This is just to see who would have got it.
Here. Okay, Jacob Cardiff, almost. Brandon Facette. Okay, yeah. So Brandon, actually, I believe you won the pair of sunglasses last week. So, and Bart Crahan. So
congrats, Steven.
Congrats, Steven Snyder on the Tiger Wear headband. Make sure. Let me see.
Everyone loved that.
That was good.
We'll do that for the big prizes.
And so Steven Snyder is getting a big one this week with that headband plus.
We'll do that more often. I see you guys all love it.
Do I have his Yep, Steven Snyder. Oh, I don't have your address, so make sure I get that address.
Or you could just send it to me too, and then I'll give it to Ryan. This will be on its way.
This is on the way. So, again, before we jump into the last little giveaway here, shout out to Tigerwear for that one. Shout out to everybody who has joined and is a member of the show. Next week, we have another great show. We're for sure going to set our reminders to send Meter a reminder to talk a little bit about Astra. And then we're really going to be going big on the World Cup prep. I'm going to be talking about the big event that I have. So anybody up in the Central California area, I will be up in your area at this weekend up in Santa Maria. So I'll be doing an HK Army Street Ball Day out there. It's going to be big fun, really fun event. And I'll bring a bunch of giveaway stuff for you guys up there as well, courtesy of HK Army. And then,
awesome.
So wow. Thank you very much, Slarion, as well.
Whoa.
Slarion, you are the man. All you guys are the man.
We're getting steaks tonight.
Women, yes. Steaks tonight. You had
Guess
steak
I have
today.
to cook.
Yeah.
I did cook a steak on the grill for lunch.
You did? I got steak. We got steak. We got the
Yeah.
butcher box delivery. I don't know if you guys saw the spooky. I was hoping someone in the house was actually going to walk out. I put all the dry ice in the thing. Did you see the story?
No.
I filled the whole sink up with dry ice, and it was spooky, and I didn't get anybody to see it.
Sky went to the gym today, and Sky was telling me they have like caution tape, but it has like little like ghosts and stuff on it, but you can't see it. Just looks like caution tape over the elevator. And this older lady was like, "When are you guys gonna open the elevator again? It's been broken for weeks." He's like, "It's not broken. Sorry, it's just decoration." I'm like, I thought it was broken. I don't need to use the elevator. That's a fun fact. I don't really like to go in elevators unless it's like a lot of floors. I don't want to get stuck in that thing.
You have a fear of getting stuck in elevators?
Well,
you have been stuck in an elevator. That's right. That's right. Did you see the video that people got stuck in the elevator with the flood in there?
No.
Yeah, you got to look that up. That looks super spooky. We are big on decorations, actually. Camille is already hounding me to put Christmas decorations up already. As everywhere we go Christmas shopping already. But it's still spooky town at our house. We've got the lights up and all the other stuff. So shout out to fun activities like that. So really quickly, we're going to go back into the wheel. This is a full wheel for everybody, and someone's going to win the shirt that we just created here on the show. So back over to the wheel for the final time today. And best of luck to everybody here. We're giving away an unreleased 1 of 1 for the time being Spick and Span shirt to Mr. Joshua Garcia Jones. Alrighty. Congratulations to Joshua Garcia Jones. You are the winner of the first ever Spick and Span shirt.
Yes, Steven Snyder, I do have your address.
Oh, you've got Steven Snyder's address? Good.
Yes.
Give it to me, and I will put this onto here.
Okay.
Whoops. I just deleted someone's address just like that. All right, so give me that address. I will put it on. He's not here. And you know what? A new game was just born.
Yeah, that was awesome.
From on the Spick and Span Show. Thanks to you guys, born from that. It's called Cutthroat City.
Cutthroat City.
Shout out to Andy McLean on that one. Cutthroat City, we're going to be bringing that one back for sure. I'll make sure we get something good. But it's great that it was like a really big prize.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get Alex to play Cutthroat City with a Hormesis headband or one of those Hormesis button-up shirts. No one actually ever answered that question, the difference between a button-up and a button-down. So that's your trivia to go home with.
And I kind of feel like it has to be like a little secretive. Like we can't be like we can't give you guys like 2 weeks to prep for the show.
And the other scary thing is like when we do it with everybody on there as a member, it might go through pretty fast. So we'll just be like 1, 2, 3, spin it again. So you got to be like on your you got to be sitting down. Like you got to make sure you pull over and stop. And a lot of this stuff is Cutthroat City. If you look at this list of stuff that I have here that's been thrown back into the deal, Anyway, shout out to everybody. Big air horn for Cutthroat City. Big air horn for Slarion. and big air horn for all of you guys who supported us, and thank you everybody who is a 1-year member. Yeah, Steve, that's right. Everybody, don't drink a lot of water before you watch the next show because there are no pee breaks, especially during Cutthroat City. All right, guys. Thank you very much for the support, as always. See you next week, 4 p.m. Tuesday. That's it, I guess.
Later, guys.
Spick Span Show!
Can I breathe? Can I breathe? Can I see? Can I breathe? Can I breathe? Cannot see. Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.